Okay, hello, once more. My name is Cecily Parsley, and I am going to be working on a song for one of my friend's OCs. I figured this would be a good series to have on YouTube, because you could always submit your own OCs somewhere, probably down in the description, and I can work on them, and it'll just be a fun time. I like making songs for people's characters and my own characters, and this is a fun way to show that off. So, we're just going to get right into it. This is going to be heavily edited, probably, so all the boring parts of me trying to figure stuff out are going to be cut out, but it's okay if when you're making a song like this, it takes you a while longer. That's just how it is. So I'm just going to get right into it. This character is a 1920s kind of microphone mafia guy, so I'm going to be using, we're going to go in a electro swing kind of way, and to start that off, I'm just going to go with the piano, and we can figure it out from there. So we want kind of an older sounding piano, just because that's the vibe, right? You know? Maybe thin? Nope. Yeah, this'll work. This'll work just fine. It's just a standard piano, and then we can work with it. We can work with the notes later. So now I'm going to write something, and this is going to take me a bit, probably, so let's just go. I know that the general thing for a lot of swing music is dun 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 dun, like root note and then chord. So but we're just gonna see where we go. That's pretty basic. I think that's maybe a basic way to start, but a pretty good one. Okay, so we're just going to capture that. That's the best part of Ableton. If you need a reason to use Ableton, it's because of all that. So let's work with this. These are the notes we just put in. So as you can see, I was playing an A chord, an A minor, and the bass line was very simple. We're probably going to transpose it just a little. And we're just going to figure something out. Okay, so here's what I do when I'm making songs. I just go for a 4-bar loop. So now that we have this 4 bars, it's like, okay, we're going to need to clean it up. Because right now it's a little boring. It's a little boring, and we're going to transpose it up a little. So now we're in D minor. Okay, so now we're going to want to expand this into 8 bars. We have 4 bars of pretty good stuff, and now we just need to expand it into 8 bars. And we're just going to do that by, let's see, Ableton just added this feature where you can go into different scales and do stuff exactly. So that's what we're going to do. This is A. Yeah, so B sharp isn't really going to go well with A, so. Okay, there, we have a chord progression, and let's just make it sound a little vintage. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to use a plugin called Isotope Trash. A little trash never hurt anybody. And also I still hate this sound. I don't know, I think I'm just impossible. And now we're just going to do classic textures, and there's one called, that's not right. There, so that sounds pretty vintage to me. So next we're going to add a kick. We're just going to add a simple kick. And you can use a lot of different kinds of drums for electropop, but we're just going to... I have way too many drums. Okay, I just want to use a regular 808, probably just the kick. Yeah, so that's just going to follow our chords, and then we're going to go for a synth bass. What kind of bass? Synth bass. I don't know. A lot of good ways to get a bass. I'm just going to use the one, my go-to. So, obviously we have an outline for what this can be, and that's good. Okay, hold on. There's something there. So D, F. So we probably want to use A instead. Da, 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 da. Okay, there you go. And now that we have that, we just need kind of like a little horn. See, are there any horns? Okay, that one's fine with me. And then we're gonna have our A section. So from there, what do we add? What do we add? That's what you always gotta ask yourself. What do you add? And the answer is, it doesn't matter. The answer is you can add whatever you want. But I think we're gonna go for a violin. I don't know. It sounds nice, right? All we have to do is go into D minor pentatonic and we can do pretty much whatever we want. Minor pentatonic. The pentatonic scale, if you're ever having trouble with a melody, pentatonic scale is your best friend. Because you can just make up whatever you like and it'll probably be fine. Bum ba dun. And using just the riff we got from the sample and our own little brain, we are making a melody. Okay, there you go. So here's what we've made. We made the intro, and then we have an A section and then a B section, which is the A section plus a melody. And we haven't even really added drums yet, so that's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna add a snare. And then honestly, we might like a groove for a hi-hat, but we're just gonna keep it simple. We're gonna offset it a bit so it has a little bit of swing. Okay. Honestly, what else would I add? I think it might be nice to have something really high. That could be cool. Maybe we even have a second solo, because this is just, yeah, this is in the 3s, and that's like your octave. We're gonna extend this more, and we're gonna work on this. We're gonna work on a second section. Maybe, okay, hold on. Already not digging this completely. Okay, so this isn't working for me, but I think we might be able to have maybe like a solo flute. Okay, definitely not. Maybe a clarinet. Clarinet would be nice. Kind of like that old vibe. This is the best part. You're just gonna mess around. Trumpets go pretty high, probably. And then you just cut this off and delete that. Okay, let's see how it sounds. Get ready, go. Am I really loud here? Oh my god, I am. Just adding some ad-libs, that's the thing. We just want to add some ad-libs because they're funny. Why I oughta. Okay, so let's just review everything we did. First, we made this chord loop, which is really just a bunch of D minors. That's all it really is. And then it changes a couple times along here, just to add some interest. And then this is just a downward bass line. And then we made a kick drum follow that. And then we made a bass line that basically added a little interest to the original bass line in the piano. And then we found this neat trumpet sample that we half-timed and put it in here. There's probably a better word for it. We then created our A section. And then we finished the drum loop by adding some snares and hi-hats, and obviously for yours you can do more. And we wrote 2 sections of solos, and that kept the interest up throughout the piece. And then we also added a couple of ad-libs as well, just because they're fun. We did double the solos, which is pretty important. It's just adding to the audio diversity, and that's pretty neat. Don't forget, we also did basic mixing by just adding a compressor and limiter so everything sounds nice and consistent. And that's pretty much it. It's not that hard to make a song, I would say, and this sounds decent. At least I would think that it would be appreciated. So, if you like this, like and subscribe. There'll probably be more videos coming out. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a Google Forms in the description that you can just submit OCs to, and I'll see if there's any interest in making music for them. And you don't have to pay or anything to get your name in. It'll just be fun. And yeah, so basically I'll put the full song at the end because we're probably not going to listen to the full thing throughout this whole making it, but still pretty fun, and I hope you have a good day. And stay inside, stay safe. Bye.